Knowing yourself means that you're going to be intentional about identifying what helps you to work and what stops you from working. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about a few things that helped me to make sure that I was sane, healthy, and fine in the first half of the year. So let's talk about this. Let's get into this video. Hey fam, how are you doing today? Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Toby Achidume, and if this is your first time of being here, so excited to have you. Please do not leave without subscribing so you be a part of this family and you get notified when we have new videos up. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here again. I hope you enjoyed this video as much as you've enjoyed the other ones. Today we're going to be looking at first half acts that I did that kept me sane and helped me to be fine, and also kept me on top of my game and basically helped me to do my best in everything that I did in the first half of the year. I would say that these things that I'm sharing with you, I'm not imposing and I'm not forcing you to do it, but I would say that you should listen so that you can see if there is anything that you need to borrow from me to make sure that the second half of the year is great for you as well. So let's get into today's video. Number one is that I prayed every day, prayed all the time, prayed always and about any single thing and everything. Yes. So I have been doing this for as long as I can remember, but I think that now I am able to explain it better and make you see how important it is and how it helps us. The Bible says pray without ceasing, and a lot of times we always wonder, and I think I also asked this question initially, that how am I supposed to pray without ceasing when there are other things that you would do? So for me, it would be like maybe I want to pray in the morning or pray in the night or pray when there is something that I want to pray about. But then there is a reason why it is clearly stated in the Bible. It's because it is possible for us to do this. And one of the ways that you can do this is to infuse prayer in everything about you and everything that you do. So praying is not necessarily you kneeling down and saying, Father Lord, this is what I am going to do today, or this is everything that it is. It is communication with God. And a lot of us spend hours communicating with people on the phone. So you know that you can be talking to a person for a long period of time. And that is what prayer is also. It is you talking to God about everything. And so praying about everything and praying always is not as difficult as we make it seem. It is you being connected to God all the time. And one of the ways that we're connected to God is to be connected to Him in spirit. So when your spirit is connected to God, then you're able to pray without ceasing and be intentional about praying. Also, you're intentional about keeping God up to terms or up to date with whatever it is that is going on. Yes, He knows everything that is going on, but He still wants to hear you talk to Him about it. It talks about how you value your relationship with God and how God values you as well. And so praying without ceasing or praying all the time means that you are conscious about having a prayer life, about living a life of prayer. So everything about you, you pray about. You pray about working, you pray as you're working on the road, you pray as you're going to work, you pray as you're coming back from work, you pray as you're cooking dinner, and sometimes it's even prayer under your breath. So while you're not actively opening your mouth and saying what you're praying in the spirit, in the sense that you're committing everything to God and you're also praying in the language of the spirit. So the first half of the year, I was very intentional about doing this. And when I find that I have zoned out of it, I call myself back into it. So randomly, you would catch me praying, and do not think that I am not listening to you. I probably am listening to you. Number two is that I dressed up. So one of the things that my dad always says when it comes to dressing is that looking good is good business. Now, I do not understand it when I was younger, when he used to say it, because I think at that time, dressing up wasn't my responsibility. It was adults' responsibility. But now that it is my responsibility, I was intentional about making sure that I appeared dressed up. So not just wearing sweatpants and wearing sweatshirts and having your hair scattered or your nails chipped or anything. You make sure that you look good all the time. One major reason why I was intentional about this in the first half is that when you look good, it speaks in your confidence and how you project yourself, how you interact with people. If you know that you look good and you smell nice, you would not feel like you need to put yourself away from people or put yourself away from crowd or whatever it is that is going on in an open space. You would feel confident about stepping up and talking about whatever it is that are being involved in the conversation. So looking nice, looking dressed up, making sure that you've put in effort to look presentable also speaks a lot about how you want people to receive you and how you want people to perceive you. We always say do not judge a book by its cover, but it is difficult to not judge a book by its cover, especially if the cover looks haggard. So you want to make sure that you look presentable, you want to look nice, you want to look good. You also want to smell nice. Please smell nice. And doing this is not even difficult. It doesn't mean that you have to go shopping and buy all new things, or you want to always make expensive hair closure or whatever. You just need your hair to look neatly packed or styled. You want to make sure that your nails are clean and there are no dirt stuck underneath your nail bed. You want to make sure that your clothes isn't torn, your clothes are ironed. Side eye to those who do not like to iron their outfits. Please make sure that you're not coming out in wrinkled outfits. Yes. So they are not things that cost you an arm or a leg. They are easy to do. You just have to make time to do it and be intentional about doing it as well. Number three is that I rested. So this one, I probably struggled with this for a good minute. I struggled with it until I realized that I was getting headaches way too frequently than I wanted to. And then I understood that, yeah, even if you think that you don't need to rest, you need to rest, because as I have said in a lot of videos recently, and I think that it even reflects in the videos that I have shared because I have emphasized rest a lot. It's not you getting a reward for doing great work, but it helps you to also be productive and to get results that you want to get. So resting is very important. Make sure that you're taking time to rest, you're taking time to get enough sleep. And this doesn't mean that you should not sleep for the whole day, the entire day. No, you just want to give time to good rest, give time to rest that is productive, rest that will give you the results that you want to see. Rest is for purpose. So being intentional about doing this makes it so that when you show up, you're showing up ready, you're showing up effective, and you're showing up with enough energy for you to complete the task at hand. Number four is that I started posting without pressure. So there was a time where I would think and overthink and rethink whatever it is that I wanted to share, because I wanted it to speak to a certain set of people. I wanted people to receive it in a particular way, and that was limiting what I needed to do. It was also limiting the assignments that I know that I had to do, and so I stopped overthinking it. Now, stopping overthinking did not mean that I was not creating content anyhow, or I was sharing things anyhow without putting thought or mind to what I was doing. I was just now focused on doing the assignment than seeing how the assignment was going to be received or accepted by people. So I more or less stopped thinking of the words that I needed to put together for the sentence to come out right, and more focused on not missing the message that needed to be sent out. And I remember exactly when this happened. I remember when I had this aha moment. I was working on a reel and I was trying to sound correct in a way that would not sound offensive, but would also resonate with the people and would also not seem like it is too structured or that it sounds too premeditated or anything. I wanted it to be so right, but also not to be so wrong. I don't even know if what I'm saying makes sense, but that's exactly how we felt at that point. And it was in that moment that I realized that the platform that you have, or the platform that I have that I am working with, the purpose is for it to bring glory to God. So how that is going to happen, if you are going to water down everything that you say because it's not going with the trend or is not looking aesthetically pleasing or anything, then you're going to miss out on the assignment. And the work of God is never left undone, because if you don't do it, somebody else is going to pick it up and do it. And I do not want that to be my testimony. I stopped overthinking it and just made sure that I was showing up in the best way that I could show up to do what I needed to do. And I saw the results with that as well. Number five is that I drank more water. So at a particular point at the start of the year, or during the first half of the year, I realized that I was drinking more drinks and more tea, coffee, and more anything liquid apart from water. It probably contributed to the headaches that I was getting, but it just became so difficult for me to drink water. I would have a pack of water in the house for a long period of time, and I would be wondering why the water wasn't finishing. But then I realized that, of course, it wasn't finishing because I wasn't drinking it. If I was drinking it, it would be finishing. And this was very weird for me because I used to be the person that drinks water all the time. My brother used to yell at me for finishing the water in the house. But yeah, so I realized that, and then I became more intentional about drinking more water, because it's not just about drinking water for drinking sake. it does a lot of good for us. We are what? More water than we are of any other thing. So might as well put water into my system to make sure that my system is working right, and make sure that my skin is looking good, and make sure that I am healed and I am healthy. And so I started to be more intentional about drinking water. So these are 5 things that I did in the first half of the year that helped me greatly. I saw the results, and that is why I can come here and tell you that they helped me greatly. If you would like to try any one of them, please let me know in the comment section. I would love to see it. Do not forget to give this video a thumbs up, and also share your comments in the comment section. Share with as many people as you can. I love to see the shares. Thank you so much for helping us to grow, and I look forward to seeing you guys again next week. Till next time, bye.